We've known for a while now that MODOK would be featured as one of the villains in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, and this of course was officially confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con by Peyton Reed, the director himself. Apparently we actually got a first look at the character in that trailer, but that trailer hasn't been released to the public. Now, the rumor currently is that Corey Stoll will be playing MODOK. He, of course, was Darren Cross, aka Yellow Jacket, in the first Ant-Man film, and supposedly he did not die, but instead was just shrunken down into the quantum realm, is now deformed, and is MODOK. So that's really cool, but again, like I said, that little teaser that was shown at San Diego Comic-Con supposedly showed our first look at MODOK. Now, we haven't seen that. There is leaked versions online, and some people that have seen that footage actually took to social media and actually released a drawing of what MODOK looks like in that footage. And I saw like a bit of that footage. I saw the supposed shot of MODOK in that trailer, and this looks pretty similar to it. And I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, this is what I first saw. This was the first drawing that was released, and now a new one, a more detailed, better looking one, has been released today. And I'm disappointed by it because like it looks like MODOK, but it doesn't look like MODOK. I mean, it's got the basics of like, okay, it's a big head, tiny arms, tiny legs, floating hover chair thing, and like the laser eyes and everything, but I don't know, it's just kind of disappointing. Like, I understand why they decided to go with a design like this, because, I mean, the character looks ridiculous in the comics. It's a giant floating head with baby hands and legs and stuff. It's a ridiculous looking character, but I still wish that they could have at least kind of more accurately translated that to the screen, rather than just a giant robot that kind of looks like MODOK, because I mean, it looks cool. It looks like a cool character, but it just doesn't feel like MODOK. Now, again, I understand they want him to be a big, terrifying villain that's taken seriously, and with a giant floating head that wouldn't really be taken seriously. So it makes him look more menacing and more scary for sure. But at the same time, you have the recent Marvel's Avengers video game, which had a perfect design, which is super comics accurate, but this guy actually looks absolutely terrifying and menacing at the same time. So I feel like this is like the perfect design for MODOK and what he could have been in this movie, but instead they just make him another generic robot mechanical creature that's going to be in the quantum realm. That's just really disappointing that basically a video game, a really mediocre video game, has a better design for MODOK than the MCU does. So I'm kind of disappointed by it. I mean, it still looks cool. I'm still glad that we're getting MODOK in the MCU. I just wish that, he looked like this, or at least a little bit more comics accurate, and it wasn't just, a giant robot. Now, to be fair, it could be Corey Stoll on the inside there, and maybe it's like a mech suit that he's wearing. Maybe like once this suit or this robotic parts come off of him, maybe he will look like deformed and have like a giant head and stuff. So we might get like a little brief shot of something like that. I don't know, maybe. I think that'd be pretty cool, but it is still kind of just disappointing. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see actually in action. When that actual footage is released, maybe we'll get a first look at D23. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, guys, what do you think about this first look at MODOK in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania? I'm like I said, I'm disappointed by it. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm still gonna watch the movie. It's not like this is making me go like, oh, I'm not gonna watch the movie now. Like, I'm still going to. I'm still looking forward to it. I'm still excited to see MODOK. I just wish that he looked more MODOK-y. So, anyways, guys, what are your thoughts in the comments below? What do you think about this first look at MODOK in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania? What do you think about this huge design change to the character? Do you like it? Are you a fan of it? Do you think he looks better? Or are you like me and wish he was at least a little bit more comics accurate? So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.